It was a beautiful day on the island of Sodor. The engines of the Northwestern Railway are working happily and being really useful. They're feeling very excited. Sir Topham Hatt is holding an annual Valentine's Day party at Knapford Station. The narrow gauge engines of the Skarloey Railway don't usually celebrate Valentine's Day. They don't have their own dates, but they work hard until the end of the day. The following day, Mr. Percival gathered all of his engines for an announcement. Are you going to the annual Valentine's Day party, sir? Yes, I am, Luke. And that's why, Skarloey, I would like you to be in charge of the railway until I return. Do you think you can do that? Of course, sir. You can count on me. Excellent. And the rest of you can carry on with your usual jobs. Then he turned to Luke and Peter Sam. Luke and Peter Sam, Ulfstead Castle is building a new line, so I would like the both of you to collect some stone cars from the Blue Mountain Quarry and take it there. Yes, sir. Will do, sir. And the two engines set off for the Blue Mountain Quarry. After collecting a train of stone cars, they set off for Ulfstead Castle. Stephen and the Earl were waiting for them as the two engines pulled in through the open gates. Here's the stones, sir, just as you requested. Thank you, boys. Where should we drop off this train, sir? Oh, you can shut them in the sidings right by the castle grounds. I don't think we have met before. Oh yeah, I don't think we have. Well, I'm Peter Sam. And I'm Luke. It's nice to meet you two. I'm Steven the Rocket. I can see why you're called the Rocket, because of that nameplate you're wearing on your side. Are you an old-fashioned engine? Yes, I am. I was built a very long time ago. Hello, Stephen. Oh, hello, Millie. Who are those two other engines that just arrived? Millie, I would like you to meet Peter, Sam, and Luke from the Skarloey Railway. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Millie. Hello, Millie. My name is Peter Sam, and this is Luke. Psst, Luke, say hello. Luke? Hello? Are you in there? What's the matter with Luke? Was he usually like this? No, he wasn't. Luke, are you okay? I hope he's alright. So do I, Millie. Anyways, we better get back to work on our railway now. Okay, I hope to see you again, Peter Sam. So do I, Stephen. Goodbye. Luke may act weird, but I think he looks kinda cute. Yeah, I bet he is. Meanwhile, Peter Sam has decided to take Luke to the Sodor Steamworks so that Victor can check him over and see what's wrong with him. Just as I thought, my friend. So, you know what's wrong with him, Victor? Yes, I do. Luke is... Kevin! Sorry, boss. It's just a slip of the hook. Well, as I was saying, Luke is in love. What? Luke is in love? But with who? Well, from what he described, it's a blue narrow gauge engine. A blue narrow gauge engine? Luke, have you just been taking interest of Millie back in Ulfstick Castle? It's true. I really liked Millie. She's so pretty and so beautiful. Honestly, Luke, my friend, being responsible, reliable, and really useful is a single thing to an engine. But Victor, I just can't stop thinking about her. She just means so much to me. Okay, Victor, we have to get back to the sheds now. It's getting late. Of course, Peter Sam, but if you had any more problems, you can come to me. Of course we will, Victor. And goodbye. Goodbye, you two. Bubbling boilers, Kevin. What are you doing? Sorry, boss. It's just a slip of the hook. Oh, Kevin. As night began to fall, Peter Sam told the other engines at the sheds about Stephen and Millie, and also about Luke's feelings. The engines were amused and surprised. Except Duke, who was already fast asleep. Too bad that Grandpa never gets to hear any of this. I'm quite surprised that Luke actually has a love struck for the first time. Ugh, love. This is the reason why I never liked Valentine's Day. Seriously? Well, I think love is quite nice. True. Probably Luke want to ask Millie out on a date. If he's a bit confident of himself, the engine can be a bit shy sometimes. Hopefully this won't be as worse as the disaster down at the wharf. Since when did that happen, Mighty? A few weeks ago, Mac. Alright, I'm back. How's it going? Bust my bumpers, what happened here? Call a doctor! Yeah, anyways, let's get some sleep. Another busy day tomorrow. And with that, all the engines immediately went to sleep. The next morning, Mr. Percival woke up all of his engines and sent them all to work. Luke was busier than ever. He'd been working hard all morning. Later, Luke met Mighty Mac at a junction. Hello, Luke. Hello, you two. We noticed that you're feeling a bit down about something. What's up? Oh, well, this got to do with your feelings for Millie. Are you really in love with Millie? Yes, but I haven't told her about how I feel for her yet. Well, why not? I'm just afraid of how she's gonna react when I told her. There's nothing to worry about, Luke. At least just try to talk to her, and that will be a good start. We have to go now. We have passengers to collect. See you later, Luke. Bye, you two. After hearing Mighty's advice, Luke felt better. Later, Luke was assigned to take some stone cars to Ulfstick Castle. When he arrived, Millie was there at the platform. Hello, Luke. It's good to see you again. Hello, Millie. Where's Stephen? Stephen and the Earl have to give people a tour around the island, so I have to be in charge of the castle until they get back. Oh, I see. But, What's wrong, Luke? You look nervous. Oh, well, I just want to ask you a question. What do you want to ask me, Luke? Well, Millie, do you want to go out with me, but tomorrow? Luke, are you asking me to go on a date with you on Valentine's Day? Yes, I asked you that question because I had feelings for you. Oh, Luke, are you saying that you like me? It's true, Millie. I have been in love with you on first sight. Oh, Luke, I'd be happy to go out with you on tomorrow. But I'll have to ask permission from the Earl first. Of course. I'll just give you some time, Millie. I have to get back to my railway now. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, goodbye, Luke. At night, Luke told all the other engines about how he confessed his feelings to Millie. Wow, Luke, that's so nice. That's very special of you, Luke. Even Duncan seemed impressed. Thank you, everyone. I'm really looking forward to my date with Millie tomorrow. If Millie does get permission from the Earl first. But who's gonna do my jobs while I'm gone? We can do your job. Are you sure? Of course, we don't mind the extra work. And we'll do it for you, Luke. Thank you, everyone. The next day, the engines had begun doing Luke's work as well as their own. While Mr. Percival is attending the annual Valentine's Day party, Skarloey is in charge of the railway. Meanwhile, Luke was on his way to Ulfstick Castle to find Millie. Hello, Millie. Hello, Luke. I've already asked the Earl, and he agreed to let me go out with you. I won't mind handling all the hard work on my own. Come on, Millie. I'm gonna show you around the Skarloey Railway today. Oh, that'll be wonderful. Thank you, Luke. Have a wonderful time, you two. And take care.
I know how the moon must feel, looking down from the heavens, smiling at the silly things we put ourselves through, missing magic each day, and surely knows if there is more to life. Wish I could be him for a while. I know how the moon must feel, and I can't say I blame him, smiling at the silly things we put ourselves through. Never taking the time, always running in circles. That's how the moon must feel.
Hello, Millie and Luke. How was your day out? It was wonderful, and Luke had shown me all around his railway. Everything went well for you today, Stephen? It wasn't so bad, Millie, and all the visitors enjoyed the tour around the castle. That's good to hear. And Luke? Thank you for the day out. It was fun on the Skarloey Railway. You're welcome, Millie. I wish I could stay for long, but I have to get back to the sheds now. But I'm sure we'll see each other again. Of course. Happy Valentine's to you, Luke. Happy Valentine's Day, Millie. Luke said goodbye to Stephen and Millie, and he puffed back home. On the way back to the Skarloey Railway, Luke was a very happy angel, and he would never forget his date on Valentine's Day with Millie.
High up in the Sodor hills, among the lakes and trees, there are some very special friends Thomas likes to see. They are the Nurgage engines, running on Nurgage track. Friends like Rusty, Duncan, Fearless, Freddy, Mighty Mac. They've got their own controller, Mr. Percival is his name. And though they're small, they're strong and really useful just the same. They're Sodor's best kept secret, who people hardly know. Because they're small, they take the loads where bigger trains can't go. They work with James and Thomas at the transfer yard. And though they're cute and friendly, these engines work so hard. They are the Nurgage engines, running on Nurgage track. Skarloey, Peter, Sam, Renee, it's the handle and the back. They've got their own controller, Mr. Percival is his name. And though they're small, they're strong and really useful just the same.
Bill and Ben are tank engine twins. They each have 4 wheels, tiny chimney and dome, and small squat cabs. The twins worked in the Sodor China clay pits in the Brandon branch line. It was their job to take cars filled with China clay out into the yards in the harbor, where they'll be loaded into ships. Bill and Ben are also the most mischievous engines. They really enjoy playing tricks on the other engines. Hi, you two. I come here to collect my train. Ah, yes. Your cars are right there. Oh, don't be silly, Bill. He's not strong enough to pull that train. Well, of course I am. Really? Then prove it. Hey, what's going on? Oh. But of course, Bill and Ben are not the only pair of twin engines. Donald and Douglas, the Scottish engines, are also twins. The two engines worked with Duck and Oliver on a branch line called the Little Western. The 4 engines were happy to work on their branch line, and Duck always made sure that everything runs the Great Western way. One night, Sir Topham Hatt came to the Little Western, who was the man in charge of all the engines on the Northwestern Railway. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
How are you today, sir? I am doing fine, thank you, Duck. I have a job for you, Oliver. Really? What is it, sir? I need you to do the mail runs for a few days, Oliver. What? But that's Percy's job. Percy has broken down, so I need you to deliver the mail until he returns. Do you think you can do that? I suppose I can, sir. But who's going to help us while you are gone? I am still thinking about that. I will send an engine or 2 to come and help you 3 until Oliver comes back. But who would that engine be? You 3 will have to wait and see. You will find out first thing in the morning. Will you 3 be able to manage without me? Of course, Oliver. Even with some help from another engine. Well, whoever the engine is. We better get some sleep now. So they immediately went to sleep. Meanwhile, Sir Tom Hatt came to the Sodor China clay pits. But there is no one there. Then he heard Bill and Ben, who are just returning from the harbor. Ah, there you 2 are. Oh, what are you doing here, sir? Bill and Ben, I have a special job for you 2. You're going to work on the Little Western with Duck, Donald, and Douglas while Oliver does the mail runs. When the twins heard this, they were delighted. And while you 2 are on the Little Western, I will send Stanley and Rosie to work here in your place. And I expect the both of you to be on your best behavior for a few days. Yes, of course, sir. Very well. Then you two better get some sleep for tomorrow. Bill and Ben snickered quietly. They were definitely looking forward to playing tricks. The next morning, Bill and Ben woke up early to start work.
Alright, now let's go surprise Ducky.
At the yard, Duck, Oliver, Donald, and Douglas were waiting for the engine was coming to help them. It came as a big surprise as Bill and Ben pulled into the yard. What are you two doing over here?
Sir Topham Hatt sent us here. We expect that you three need some help.
Wait, what? He sent you two here to help us?
Yes, that's right.
The engines were speechless. Well, it's nice that you two are come here to help out while I have to deliver the mail. And speaking of that, I better get going for the first mail run. I'll see you in a few days, Duck. Goodbye, Oliver. In a while. So long, guys. And he puffed away. So, Duck, what can we do on the Little Western? Well, you can start your work by doing some shunting here in the yard. What? But why can't we pull trains? Now, you two. There are two ways of doing things. It's the Great Western way or the wrong way. Exactly. And since I am Great Western and
Say no more, Duck. We have work to do.
and just leave those wee engines to do their own job.
Oh, this is gonna be boring.
Don't worry, I have a few pranks in mind. Bill and Ben set to work shunting and rearranging all the rolling stock in the shunting yard. Whenever Duck, Donald, or Douglas came into the yard, Bill and Ben would play a trick on them. Now it's time for a rest. Huh? What's that? Hey. This kept going on and on and on until finally the three engines have lost patience. Duck, Donald, and Douglas are now sulking inside their shed. It's still been 3 days and those wee engines are still being nuisances.
This is just as bad as the time when Oliver had a turntable accident.
Oops.
And to add to that, those two said they're the best twin engines.
And they won't even stop calling us bad names. Just ignore them. You two and I have known them too well. The next day, the Scottish twins were assigned to take a goods train to Wellsworth. They were surprised when they came into the yard. What happened here? Bill wasn't looking where he was going and he derailed my cars.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't block my line.
It was your fault, Bill. It wasn't. It was.
Actually, it's both of your faults, and that one makes you the worst twin engines.
Oh, so you think that is funny? At least our Brandon branch line is bigger than your little Western.
That's a pretty good point, Ben, for a little Western branch line. And it does have two loudmouth Scottish engines here.
Like your own little insults. We have a goods train to take from Knapford.
Oh, can we take that train?
Save it. We're too busy to play with your little games.
Aw, come on. We could pull heavier loads of clay back in Brendam. So how about we switch jobs? You two can shunt while we pull your train.
Fine. Aye.
Great, let's go, Bill.
I got a bad feeling about this, Danny.
Aye. You said it, Doogie. Later, Bill and Ben arrived at Knapford Shunting Yard. Bill, Ben, what are you two doing here?
Oh, we switched jobs with Donald Douglas. What? Yeah, because we've always been doing shunting in the yards of the Little Western, so we decided to switch jobs so we can pull trains while they do shunting.
Well, I can see that, but I don't think you two will be able to pull the train because the goods are very heavy.
Oh, really?
We'll see about that.
Are you two sure that you can pull it?
Of course we can. Just you wait and see. So Bill and Ben coupled up to the train. The guard blew his whistle. The cavalcade moved slowly and carefully over the track and out of the yard. Those two will get what's coming to them. Meanwhile, back on the Little Western, excuse me, sir. Oh, what's the next train? A freight train to Farquhar. Thomas will be here within an hour to pick it up.
Okay, I will have to get some freight cars ready.
Hey, watch it!
I can't see where I'm going.
Well, at least I am not crashing into you.
Nice going, Doogie. You're on my line. I'm trying to get all the cars ready. And so did I.
Just then, Thomas arrived.
Cinders and ashes. What happened here? All the way on the other side of the island, Bill and Ben were working very hard to get to Wellsworth.
It was not long until they began to regret for switching jobs with Donald and Douglas. It was very hard to get the train moving, especially up the hill. Then there was trouble. A coupling broke. The train is rolling back down the hill.
Bust my boiler! They have broken away!
What? Oh no! We have to stop them! So Bill and Ben quickly dashed after the runaway cars. The runaway train is heading towards the Little Western.
But Bill and Ben were determined to stop it. What are you doing? Quickly, clear the yard! There is a runaway train! Oh, is everyone alright? I think so. We're alright. Are you two okay?
Don't worry, we're fine. As the mess is being cleaned up, Bill and Ben told Sir Topham Hatt about what had happened.
Luckily, we made it into the yard just in time to warn everyone about the runaway train before the accident happened.
That was very brave and quick thinking of you, Bill and Ben. But also, I want to know why you two were doing Donald and Douglas's job.
Because we wanted to pull trains too. And we've always been shunting in the yards for the past few days. And sir, they kept playing tricks on us ever since they came to the Little Western. Bill and Ben, is this true?
Yes, sir.
Look, you two should have known better than playing tricks.
Yeah, and we're sorry, sir. But because of your heroic actions in saving everyone from such a nasty accident, I will forgive you two.
Thank you, sir.
Also, I would like you to apologize to Duck, Donald, and Douglas.
Okay. We're sorry that we kept annoying you three.
We should have never swapped jobs in the first place. Never mind, you two. Apology accepted.
No harm done.
I have good news for the three of you. Percy has been repaired and he'll go back to his usual mail runs. And Oliver will be returning by tomorrow morning. Well, that's good to hear, sir. And you two can get back to work at the clay pits.
Yes, sir. Well, it's time we head back to the clay pits now.
Ooh, yes. Then we can get some peace at last.
Hey, we don't have to like each other, do we?
Oh no, well, at least we can just respect ourselves doing our jobs and being really useful. Now that is what we can agree on. Goodbye, you two.
Bye! Don't end up losing your temper again.
Come on, you two. Let's clean up this mess. Then we'll head back to the sheds. Doogie, will those two ever come back here again?
Hopefully not, Danny. That is not very clever.
Can you guess who this is? Keep guessing. Did you guess? It's James. It is springtime on the island of Sodor, and the Northwestern Railway engines are hard at work hauling freight and carrying passengers. They don't mind the extra work, they all want it to be really useful. One afternoon, Thomas and Toby were playing a round of checkers with James. I still have no idea where I should move this piece and... Come on, just move the stinking piece, alright? Okay, James, just chill. There, are you happy? You know what? This game is just boring. Let's just play a different one. Oh, and what do you have in mind, James? Hold on, where is Percy? Oh, he's going on a date with Rosie, I suppose. And he was right. At Timmer's Sheds, Percy was getting ready to go out on his date with Rosie. Does your love interest thinks you're very nice? There are about top 10 ways to be very kind. Huh. Hello? Oh, hi Rosie. Hey Percy. Something just came up with me and I don't think I can make it to our date tonight. I hope you understand. Percy? Percy? Hello? Maybe the line has cut off. She just canceled our date and then hung up the... Oh. Okay, that's the last block. What do you think of this, Toby? That's very nice, Thomas. Well, you could have done way better than... Ouch. Aha! Your building just tumbled, so that means I win this game. What? That doesn't count, James. Plus, you didn't even make your own building. Hey, but I still win. No, you didn't.
Percy? Is everything alright?
No. Rosie broke up with me. I don't know what to do now. She means so much to me, and I don't know. Thomas, James, we have a... Oh.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. Yeah, that's what happens.
Oh my goodness.
You gonna give me that money? Where's my money, man?
So Percy is now in the blues? How awful.
Yes, I know. How are we going to cheer Percy up? We can't just leave him looking so sad.
I have a solution. And what would that be, Thomas? I can send Lady over to the sheds to accompany Percy while we think of an idea to cheer him up. I don't see why not. You can call her right now. Hello, Lady? Hi, Thomas. What's up? Uh-huh. Oh dear, I see. Well, of course I would like to visit. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Thanks, Lady. Okay, I already sent Lady over to the sheds now.
Okay, any ideas, you two?
Just then, the three engines heard a familiar whistle. It was Charlie. Hi, guys. Hi, Charlie. Hello.
Hey, Charlie.
I had just thought of a new joke. Would you like to hear?
Yeah,
no!
sure,
I guess. Okay, what kind of lions live underwater?
Charlie, please no. It's sea lions.
Thomas and Toby laugh at Charlie's joke. Except James. Ugh, I hate that engine. That's a good one, Charlie. Oh, I have an idea. What is it, Thomas? We should make Percy laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. Huh? Meanwhile, Lady arrived at the sheds, only to find Percy looking very glum. Hey Percy, how are you? Oh, hi Lady. Well, Thomas asked me to come and visit, and I made something for you too. Look, I made you a drawing of the Magic Railroad. You can hang it up on your wall. Thanks Lady, it's nice. Hi Percy and Lady. Oh, hi Charlie. What are you doing here?
I was just stopping by, but I want to say this first.
Okay, what is it, Charlie?
Why can't Gordon the big engine sit down? It's because he has a tender behind.
You tickled me, Charlie. But Percy didn't laugh. After that, Charlie went back to Thomas, Toby, and James.
Yeah, I don't think Percy really get what the joke is.
Never mind, Charlie. You give it your best shot.
I have to get back to the yard now. See you later.
Bye, Charlie. And Thomas, I suppose laughter isn't always the medicine. Yeah, you're right, Toby. Any ideas, guys? Oh, I got one. Okay, and what is it, James? Percy, how about we play Hunt the Car with Bill and Ben? No thanks, Lady. I don't feel like playing games right now. Hey, Percy, check this out. La 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 la. Oh, bother. That didn't work either. Nice try, James, but I don't think silly faces can help. Oh, really? Do you have any other idea to cheer Percy up? Well, I have one more idea, and here's what we're gonna do. Now back to Percy and Lady. Have you tried calling her? I tried, but Rosie won't pick up her cell phone. Hello, Thomas? Uh-huh. Oh, okay. We'll be at the shed soon. Percy, it's time to head back to the sheds. Thomas is waiting for us there. Are you sure this is going to make Percy smile? Yes, James. This will surely chase away Percy's blues. Oh, hey, Lady and Percy. We've been expecting you. Hi, Toby, James, and where's Thomas? Please excuse me for a minute. Thomas, Duck, what are you going to cook for them? Hang on a sec, Toby. Thomas, don't be ridiculous. We're saving this for Thanksgiving, alright? Have you even cooked a turkey before? It could take at least 5 hours. Not necessarily, Duck. We can cook this in the microwave for about, half an hour. Thomas, are you sure about this? Of course, Toby. And in the meantime, you and James can do something with Lady and Percy while waiting. Okay, Thomas. I hope you know what you're doing. I got a bad feeling about this. So, Toby, how's it going in there? Well, there's a bit of a delay, so how about we head to the engine wash for a while? Oh, good, because I really need a shower. Sure, Toby. Yeah, I guess. But right after the 4 engines left, disaster struck. Thomas! What? The oven is on fire! What? Oh, cinders and ashes! Ah, doesn't my red coat look so fresh out of the wash? Are you enjoying this, Percy? No. I wonder how Thomas and Doc are doing back at the shed. There's a fire at Tim's shed. The fire brigade needs you to for help. Bubbling boilers! How did that happen? We had a bit of a mishap in cooking. We're running low on water. We forgot to refill our tanks after our last operation. We can't use seawater because it clogs our works. Then Percy had an idea. How about you use the water in our tanks? The fireman agreed, and the fire brigade wasted no time. Well done, thinking fast, Percy. Thanks, Toby. Luckily, no one was hurt. Ahem! Oh, sorry, Doc. Come on, I'll take you to the steamworks, Doc. Guys, I'm sorry for this to happen. I guess I wasn't very good at cooking a turkey after all. It's alright, Thomas, but please don't do that ever again. Percy! Rosie? Percy, I have been looking everywhere for you. Rosie, what are you doing here? I thought that... Percy, I never wanted to cancel our date. I just had something very important, and I have a surprise for you. Oh, a surprise for me? Wow, Rosie, I never thought coming out here would be our date. I'm just glad you're not one of those engines who will want to break off a date so soon.
On the island of Sodor, all the engines do different jobs to be really useful, and please, Sir Topham Hatt.
Some engines like to do special jobs, like carrying important goods and pulling the local. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Wake up, you bastards!
Morning.
Oh, why do you have to do that, sir?
Well, at least he didn't throw freight and goods at us like last week. Good morning, everyone. Wake up. So, what is it this time, sir? Well, earlier this morning, I asked Stanley to do a special job, but right now he has broken down and I need an engine to do his job while he is going to get repaired. Well, you should pick me, sir, because I'm a very splendid engine. But exactly what job is it? It is to collect a load of variety of jam and take it up to Ulfstick Castle for tea time. After hearing this, James changed his mind and looked away.
Oh, not me. That's more like a job for little tank engines.
Well, if that's the case, Gordon. Sir Topham Hatt then turned to Thomas and Percy. Well, you two, since none of the big engines want to volunteer, I suggest you two should go and help Stanley. But sir, why do you need two of us to do one job for Stanley? Well, I just need one of you to do his special, while the other to take Stanley to the steamworks. Oh, yes, sir. You can count on us. Good. Stanley is at the Sudbury Junction. Now off you two go, please. So Thomas and Percy puffed off to find Stanley. At Sudbury, Thomas and Percy found Stanley with an empty train at the junction. Smoke and steam was billowing from underneath his axles. Stanley, are you okay? I'm fine, Thomas. I just burst my valve, that's all. Don't worry, Stanley. Percy will take you to the steamworks and I'll do your job. What? But Thomas, I want to do the special job. No, you're not. I'm doing it. Aw, but why? Don't you remember the time I trusted you to pull passengers with Annie and Clarabelle? Oh, I guess that's fair. Good, then you take Stanley to the steamworks and I will take his train. After Percy left with Stanley, Thomas coupled up to the train. Now to collect that jam. Thomas puffed happily to the transfer yards to collect the jam. At the transfer yards, there was hustle and bustle. Hello, Rusty. Hi, Thomas. What are you doing here? I am here to collect the jam for Ulfstick Castle. Where is it? Oh, Luke is collecting the jam from the wharf, and he'll be here soon. So Thomas and Rusty waited for Luke to arrive. But after some time, Luke didn't came. Oh, it's been half an hour and Luke still hasn't arrived yet. Maybe I should go and check on him. Then, the two engines heard Luke's whistle.
There you are, Luke. What took you so long?
Sorry, Thomas. The boat that was supposed to bring the jam was late and I was held up at the wharf. Soon, the crates of jam were loaded into Thomas's train. Now I wish I could stay here and chat, but I have a very important job to do. I'll see you later, you two. Goodbye, Thomas. Take care. Now Thomas is on his way to Ulfstick Castle to deliver the jam. But because Luke is late, he is now in a hurry.
I mustn't be late. I mustn't be late.
Then Thomas came to a bridge. The train was heavy, but Thomas puffed his hardest, and he managed to get to the top. Then there was trouble. As Thomas is about to go down the slope, neither the driver or fireman can apply his brakes. Cinders and ashes! Ugh, what is wrong with this signal? When the crash was over, it was quite a mess. Thomas was covered in sticky jam from smoke box to bunker, but luckily no one was hurt. James was cross. Why can't you be more careful? Sorry. Later, Harvey arrived with Rocky the Crane to clean up the mess. And Sir Topham Hatt was on board. What happened here? It was no one's fault, sir. It was an accident. When we were going down the slope, we couldn't apply Thomas's brakes. It got jammed. And we are very sorry, sir. So I see. The accident wasn't your fault, Thomas, but your brakes will be repaired. Thank you, sir. Well, Ulfstick Castle will never get any jam for tea. Yes, they will, sir. I am sure that I can collect another load of jam and I can deliver it to the castle in time for tea. Sir Topham Hatt paused for a minute. Very well, Thomas, but this time you must be careful. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Soon, Edward arrived with a mechanic to fix Thomas's brakes. And after Thomas was repaired, he quickly puffed away to the yard to collect another train. Then he puffed back to the transfer yard.
He raced as fast as he could to get to the castle. His wheels wobbled and his axles ached. I must puff fast. There's no time for delay. It's almost tea time.
At last, Thomas arrived at Ulfstick Castle just in time. Thomas, you are right on time. Phew, I made it on time. Well, Thomas, I am very pleased with you. You were able to deliver the jam on time, despite of your sticky predicament earlier, but you are a really useful engine. Oh, thank you, sir. Now you must chuff to the washdown, Thomas. Yes, of course, sir. When Thomas got to the engine wash, James is already there. Being clean and splendid is lovely. Especially when you're as sticky as jam. That wasn't funny, Thomas. You are never fun, James. Can you guess who this is? Keep guessing. Did you guess? It's Edward. James the Engine loves pulling passenger trains. It was the only job that he could feel proud to do. But as a mixed traffic engine, he can pull goods trains as well, and he didn't like that at all. And usually, he would try to show off to his passengers and be the center of their attention. At Crovan's gate, James was waiting to pick up passengers from Duncan's train. How can I do my passenger runs if Duncan is always late? At last, Duncan bustled in. Duncan, you are late. Again!
I know! It is all because I had to fetch my own coaches and I was held up at the road crossing.
As the passengers boarded James's train, one of them was complaining to the station master. I wonder what's gotten him in such a bad mood.
I know, he was always grumpy, and he's always complaining about everything.
Well, maybe he'll be much more happier by riding on a splendid engine like me. Oh, well, that's my cue. I'll see you tomorrow, Duncan. What Duncan had said to James was true. The passenger was just as grumpy as Duncan. He would complain if the train was running late. He complained when the coaches are too full. He complained when the train went too slow. Come on, what's the holdup? James felt annoyed. At the end of the day, James arrived back at Crovan's gate, where Reneus is waiting to take the passengers home. Hello there, James. Has your day gone well? I don't want to talk about it. Has it gone bad? Something like that, Reneus. Anyways, I have to go. Goodbye, Reneus. Okay, goodbye. That's odd. Later that night, James was complaining about the grumpy passenger. And he even has the nerve to say that I'm late, and he never appreciated the ride I gave him. Well, I've heard about that man. Really, Thomas? Yes,
I've heard from the narrow gauge engines about Duncan having a bit of trouble with that man.
Hold on a minute, guys. Where is Gordon?
He has taken a local train to London, and he's not gonna come back until tomorrow.
So who will sleep in his berth?
Hello, everyone. And Thomas, thank you for letting me stay here for the night. No problem, Edward. Well, it's good that you're here, Edward, because James is having a bad day. Really? What's the matter? I had just picked up a very grumpy passenger from Duncan this afternoon, and he's never happy. All he does is just complain about an engine being late. I see. And not only that, he also complains that there's not enough space in the coaches. I see. Well, James, the only way to deal with that problem is just to ignore him. Ignore him? That's right. Don't let that get the better of you, and you'll get tired of it eventually. But James wasn't sure. Three days had passed, and the grumpy passenger was still making complaints. I'm getting tired of that old man grumbling every day. I have to do something. Maybe I'll get an extra coach for my train, and there'll be plenty of space for my passenger. James thought it was a great idea, but has forgotten about Edward's advice. Hi, Annie and Clarabelle. Would you like to be my coaches for today? Oh, why do you ask, James? Well, you see, I needed some extra coaches for my train, so there will be more space for extra passengers.
No way we'll run with you, James.
Oh, but why not?
When you pulled us back in the 1920s, you were the worst.
Alright, here we are at our final destination. James, you stopped beyond the platform again. What I did back there was just a mistake, that's all. More like a very careless mistake, James. Come on, girls, let's go to my branch line. Well, I guess I'll have to find another coach. Hey Toby, are you gonna be using that caboose? Yes, James, I'll be using it to transport workmen to the quarry for a week. Hey Gordon, can I? No. Hey Duck, can I borrow your slip coaches for the day? Sorry, James, I'll need them to carry holiday makers for the summer. Okay, can I borrow your coaches, Oliver? Sorry, James, I need them for the summer as well. Oh, fine. But thanks anyway. Later, the next day... how is there never a spare coach? Then, James noticed a bright red coach in a carriage siding. James had never seen that coach before. Hey Rosie, can I ask you something? Sure, James, what is it? Do you know what is that coach over there? Oh, that is Thomas's special coach. What? Thomas never told me about that coach. Yeah, the coach is also part of Gordon's express train, and usually after Gordon finishes express run, I have to remember to shunt the special coach to the bay platform for Thomas. Well, I have to go. I have a train to take from Dryaw. Goodbye.
After hearing this, an idea flew into James's funnel.
The next day, punctually at 3:30, Gordon steams in with the express. At the same time, James arrived in the yard to collect his coaches. James, do you mind taking Gordon's coaches? I have to arrange a goods train to Kronk. Oh sure, why not? Thank you, James. James pulled the express train out of the station and shunted it into the carriage siding. Then he took the special coach with him, instead of shunting it to the bay platform. That evening, James steamed proudly into the station. Hop on board, everyone. There is plenty of space for all of you. Just then, Thomas came fussing. Hey, James, what are you doing with my coach? Come back here! But James was already gone. Out on the open line, James came across some workmen busy on the line. Oh no, warning flags. I don't want to hear any more complaints from that man. So James just sped up, and the workmen were very cross. But James didn't care. He felt pleased with himself. When James arrived at Crovan's gate, he was happy, and so were all his passengers. All except for one, of course. Good evening, James. How are you today? I actually had a good day. Thank you, Reneus. The next day, James had just picked up Duncan's passengers, but he had to wait to pick up extra passengers from Skarloey's train. Inside the train, the grumpy passengers started to complain again. Oh, come on! Will you hurry up over there? He kept complaining until James had had enough. As Skarloey approached the station, James began to set off. Hey, James, come back! I have passengers for you! James was already gone, and he had left Skarloey's passengers stranded on the platform. As James sped down the main line, he came across the workmen once again. Aw, come on! I can't have any more complaints! I can't seem to do anything right today. At the end of the journey, Sir Topham Hatt was waiting at the platform, and James knew what is coming to him. Sir, I know what you're going to say, but before you can say anything, I am so sorry for causing so much trouble. Thank you for saying so, James, but I would like to know why have you taken Thomas's special coach and speed through the railworks and left Skarloey's passengers behind? It's because of that grumpy old man, sir. I was trying to stop him complaining. James, I've known that passenger well. He is always grumpy and he'll always find something to complain about. But today, you have made everybody grumpy. I know, sir, and I'm sorry, sir. From now on, you must do your best to ignore that man and get on with doing your job properly. I will. Thank you, sir. That night, James spoke to Thomas. Thomas, I'm sorry I took your special coach. Are we still friends? Of course we are, James. An apology accepted. And Edward, you are definitely right. I should have just ignored that man. I'm glad to hear that, James, but next time, don't let your temper get the better of you. And James solemnly agreed with Edward's advice. And you know what else friends do? Do what, Edward? They always say goodnight to each other. And so the engines did. Bye, everyone, and good night.
Good night, Edward.
Good night, Edward. Goodbye. Soon, everyone was fast asleep. And James learned a lesson about passengers and coaches.
One, two, three, four, five. Take a look who's coming down the track. Make way for James, hooray for James. A shiny paint with a jet black stack. Make way for James, hooray for James. What is for certain and we really should note, it's indisputable, but let's take a vote. He's the really splendid engine with a bright red coat. He could brag all day how fast he goes, how good he looks, he's such a pose. But what about the time he got covered in mud? Oh, what a dope, what a dud. But up and down the line you'll hear the others say, despite his vanity, he really is okay. Dependable, reliable, and seldom late. We all think James is great. Speeding down the line like a lightning flash. Make way for James, hooray for James. Hang on to your hat as he whooshes past. Make way for James, hooray for James. He really knows how to stage a show. You better stand back and watch him go. He's the really splendid engine with a bright red coat. Take it over the top. Look at who's swanning it down the track. Make way for James, hooray for James. He never looks up, he never looks back. Make way for James, hooray for James. Attack conceited and really quite vain. He knows we love him just the same. Take a look who's coming down the track. Make way for James, hooray for James. The shiny paint with a jet black stack. Make way for James, hooray for James. He's the really splendid engine. Shiny engine. He's a really splendid engine. Yep, that's our James. There's James.
Hello, I am Toby the Tram Engine. We hope you enjoyed our 4th episode of the series. If you like the original episode, the link is in the description. Please do like and subscribe to our channel so you can always be notified for upcoming videos. Well, that's all I can say for today. We'll see you next time in the next episode.